feel like I've never done more for my child, but still stuck in the same place, a mom mentioned during a phone consultation a few weeks ago. This mom had been to countless doctors and specialists, filled numerous prescriptions, and explored various holistic and biomedical therapies, but nothing seemed to be working. It can be so hard as a parent to be questioning if there's something you're missing, especially when you're working so hard. The truth is, this mom I talked to is not alone. So many parents feel this way about getting to the bottom of their child's health struggle. But what if the real key to unlocking optimal potential and healing for your child is not doing more, but prioritizing the order or sequence of what you're doing to make the most impact? In fact, when you find the right order of healing that aligns with the exact pathway or sequence of stress that caused them to get sick in the first place, you will make the most impact. This allows you to do less while accomplishing more. So this video is for parents who feel stuck in an endless cycle of doctor's visits, medications, and therapies, and yet still struggle to see lasting improvements in their child's health. We'll dive into the often overlooked link between the nervous system and overall health, and how prioritizing the right interventions at the right time could be the paradigm shift for what your family really needs. So, did you know that 2 in 5 kids in the United States today now suffer from a chronic health condition? From allergies and asthma to ADHD and autism. The rates of pediatric disorders have skyrocketed in the past decade. And despite advances in medicine and an ever-growing array of treatment options, many families find themselves trapped in a frustrating cycle of trial and error with minimal lasting results. It may sound simple, but you can accomplish more with less stuff when looking at your child's health. It's all about starting with the basics from the beginning developmentally. The sequence of what happens first can make all the difference as stress accumulates throughout development, physically and emotionally. This is why we look at the nervous system and vagus nerve function first. The nervous system is the master controller of the body, coordinating every major system and keeping the body in harmony. When the nervous system becomes dysregulated and out of balance, it can wreak havoc on your child's health, shutting down and altering gut function, gross motor coordination, immune system function, and inflammation, especially if your child struggles with sleep, digestion, sensory processing, and behavior issues. Common signs of nervous system dysregulation in kids include sleep disturbances, gut and stomach problems, frequent respiratory and immune challenges, gross and fine motor problems, sensory overload, and behavior problems such as tantrums and meltdowns. So how can you find out if your child does have nervous system dysregulation and vagus nerve dysfunction? The first place to look is within the basics of neurophysiological function: sleeping, eating, digestion, staying healthy, regulating emotions, and sensory processing abilities. If your child struggles in any of these areas, it's a red flag that their nervous system might be out of balance. But what causes the nervous system to become so off track and dysregulated in the first place? So we find that the majority of stress affects kids in a 3-step sequence: a high stress and often high risk pregnancy and fetal development period, birth intervention and trauma, and early exposure to antibiotics and other toxins. And so when all of these challenges accumulate, we call that the perfect storm. This is why many of the symptoms that children experience seem interconnected. They all start from the same place early in development. So put simply, the nervous system is the boss. It starts to develop first in utero, and the way God designed our entire body and overall health to function is that the brain and nervous system must be fully regulated and operational in order for other vital organs and functions to operate optimally as well. gut health, immune system function, endocrine and hormonal health, and gross and fine motor development, or the muscle, are all controlled and coordinated first by the nervous system. When the nervous system gets derailed and off track developmentally, so will most everything else downstream. This is why nearly every child struggling with a chronic neurodevelopmental condition like autism also struggles with digestive problems, a weakened immune system, gross and fine motor challenges, or sensory processing difficulties. A struggling nervous system will compound problems. In contrast, an adaptable and efficient central nervous system allows children to accomplish growth and development with ease and not be bogged down by all the stressors externally coming at them. From social stress and screen time to the chemicals in the food our kids want to eat, there is no escaping the stress that is coming at us every day. Even if we do our absolute best to clean up our environment, it can be nearly impossible to be perfect from every angle. As parents, we feel like we're working so hard for our child and say yes to anything that could possibly help them. But progress is slow, and it's not nearly as efficient or effective as making their own systems more adaptable through a fully well-regulated and functional nervous system. As simple as it sounds, the sequence of things matters most. Each individual form of natural, holistic, integrative care is amazing and can help when the nervous system is adaptable and resilient. But what if we could unlock something in your child's own brain and body to ensure that everything on the natural healing list could work even better? That is the power of focusing on the nervous system first. So the first step is uniquely measuring nervous system function. At Foundation of Stone, we use incredible technology called the Insight Scans that accurately assess the health and function of the central nervous system. This lets us centralize what can help us make the most progress neurologically with the least amount of healing effort. You could say a true batting order for what your child needs first to get the momentum back for their health. If the nervous system is off track and dysregulated, it's easy for parents to question if something is missing, even with all the hard work you're already doing. If you feel trapped in the cycle of doing more, let's dive deeper into the nervous system first, allowing you to do less work to accomplish more progress. So we are here for you. Please ask that question that's been on your mind, DM us, or give us a call. Together, we can help your child have a solid foundation for their health.